Good morning, good morning. Come on in and let me know if you're around. I'm going to hang around a little bit this morning and see. Let's get our heads together and see how we can get you feeling good this morning. If you've never been here before, my name is Emma Starling, for those of you who don't know me, and I am the founder of the Evolved Energetics Academy, of Trauma Sensitive Somatic EFT, and of Soul Shift, which is my flagship certification. And I predominantly work with healers, coaches, therapists, and other wellness professionals to give them the tools to create soul level shifts with their clients, even if their clients are saying things like, but I've worked on this, but I've been in therapy for years, but I've already tried everything. This is a tool or a blend of tools and a certain way of doing it that just gets such deep shifts for people really quickly, but really safely. And so the Daily Tap was born as a way to give people a very simple taste of EFT in a more tapping way, in that this isn't clinical EFT, this is not to be used for big problems, but what it will do, because it's the same tapping points, is it will still give you an experience of what EFT feels like in your body, what it feels like to actually regulate your nervous system to downshift into relaxation response, instead of that morning stress about what you've got on your plate, or the kids aren't behaving, or your car's broken down, or the things, real life, the stuff that can take us off track. It's one of the most useful things you can do is tap for a few minutes every morning. And most people who have ever worked with me have said that the Daily Tap is the way that they've found me, got into EFT, got addicted to it in a really good way. So that is the history. Let's pull a card. So the way that the Daily Tap works is I pull a card from Oracle Affirmation or Tarot decks, and this morning I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid. It's a lovely deck. It's very tactile, very pretty graphics and artwork and stuff, and the messages are really potent. So we're just going to ask, what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? And we'll see what comes out. Now, you don't have to believe in cards for it to work. However, it's a really potent way to get to the root of something that maybe your conscious mind is blocking you from. Maybe you didn't realise was going on. So let's have a little look-see. What do we need to know today? Please and thank you. Ooh, very nice. So we have got number 44, which in and of itself is a gorgeous angel number. It's a number of foundations, it's stability. It's really beautiful, and it's called the Divine Matrix. So I know when a card is really something, because look at the matchy of the surrounding of the card and my top. It's almost identical, which means that it's bang on the money. Usually the message really lands, for some people at least. So what I'm going to do is just read out the message that's in the guidebook for you. And as I do this, I'm going to ask you to tune in to your body and to just notice, because the body can't lie. So your reaction to this message will be held in your body. So tune in to whether you feel excited, ignited about it, or whether you're feeling resistant or fearful or tentative about something, right? It'll tell you everything you need to know. And then when we tap in the affirmational stuff at the end, or the message, let's say, at the end, any resistance, any fear, any trepidation about the message or around what the message is to do with will be eased. Okay? So just notice what you're feeling now as I go through this, and then notice at the end. So it says the key concept of this card is the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry, weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality, synchronicity, and learning to trust the way that things unfold. Now, that in and of itself can be huge, because a lot of people, myself included, in former years, can have a real tendency to want to control the outcome and to know everything and to control the way everything goes because it feels safe, right? If we can control the outcome, if we can dictate the way things go, if we know exactly what's coming next, our nervous system can feel safe. And so that in and of itself is right there, a message. So this card says, do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Notice how that lands for you. Does that feel true? Or does that feel like a load of rubbish in your body? Everything is intrinsically connected within with a vast living web of life, which is called the divine matrix, which is what's all around this, right? And it says, even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience will still, hang on, even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Okay, that's a really important part of this and manifesting and life in general, right? Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. So you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. And these can affect you if you allow them to. And that's what throws us off our perch, right? That's what can take us out of this manifesting energy, this connected sense of self, if you like. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of the pattern you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see the evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. And all manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? So that's a really powerful message. And what I'm going to invite you to do, if you're not quite sure of like how that makes sense for you, think of something that you would dearly love to manifest and ask yourself, have I actually chosen it? Have I chosen for that to be true for me? And a lot of the ways that it doesn't show up is because we don't choose it. We don't claim it because either it doesn't feel possible for us, we're scared of what might happen if we get it, i.e., let's take weight loss, for example. If I lose the 50 pounds I want to lose, for example, my partner might leave me, or I might get unwanted attention, or I might become somebody else. My friends and family might think I'm arrogant, blah, de blah. Do you get me, right? There's a reason you haven't chosen or claimed that thing that you want. And it's because without fail, it's because it doesn't feel safe. Excuse me, it doesn't feel familiar. It feels risky. It feels like you might sacrifice or lose something. Or you're not sure of the identity, your identity, who you would be if you had it. And that's scary to a lot of people, to our nervous system, to our survival instinct, right? We're all wired the same way. So for anybody out there thinking, yeah, it's different for me, it's not. We're all wired the same way. All our bodies react the same way. We are all wired for survival, right? Nobody is any different to anyone else. So let's just level that playing field. So think now about something that you would dearly love to have but hasn't manifested yet. And just tap underneath your collarbones. So follow your collarbones into the middle and just tap in the middle under the center. Just think about that thing. And just take a deep breath. That thing that you want, that you haven't got yet. And if you had to name one reason why, is it fear? Is it sacrifice? Is it upsetting people? Is it your identity? You're not sure who you'll be. What is the main reason you haven't chosen it yet? You haven't claimed it yet? Again, as the card says, external circumstances are a real thing. Life gets in the way sometimes, other people's choices get in the way. But we're talking about you and the reason you haven't claimed it. What doesn't feel safe for you about having what it is that you want? What doesn't feel safe? Just tune into that. What are you telling yourself about whether you can or can't have it, how possible it is for you? Capability is a huge one. It's a huge one, right? There's generally between 4 and 6, depending on the thing, the subject itself. There's 4 to 6 things. You can carry on tapping while we're talking about this. There's 4 to 6 things that apply to most people in terms of this kind of thing. It's able, willing, worthy, safe, and identity and belonging as well on the end of that. So able is the first one. Am I able to do it? Am I capable? And there'll be all sorts of stories that come in that flood your mind as to the evidence that you've got that you might not be capable yet, all sorts of reasons why you're not sure. And that could just be because it might just be because it's something you've never done before. It might be it's something you've only had a little go at. It might be something nobody's told you how to do. It might be something that is so big that you don't know where to start. There's all sorts of those reasons. So try and pull on the thread that feels the most likely to you. So I asked everybody to think about something that they want dearly but haven't had yet, haven't got yet. And it's because we haven't chosen or claimed it because it usually feels unsafe, unachievable, impossible, or able, willing, worthy, or safe. I'm not worthy of it, I'm not deserving of it, it'll upset other people if I get it, that kind of thing, right? We're just going to target it first. So just tapping under the collarbones. We're going to target it first, and then we're going to tap, okay? So when you've got your thing, just follow me around, tap where I tap, say what I say, see how you feel. And actually, we're going to do the side of the hand this morning as well. So even though I don't have that thing I want just yet, and maybe I know why, maybe I don't, right here and right now, I'd like to allow myself to have it. Does that feel true? Just check in your body. Does that feel true? Do you feel like a pulling towards that statement, or that doesn't quite feel true for me? And if it doesn't, just replace it with your own words, okay? Going again, even though allowing myself to have this thing might feel difficult for me. Right here and right now, I'm open to just releasing that. And even though I might not be sure why I haven't claimed this thing yet, or I might not be sure what to do about it, right here and right now, I just accept that this is my truth. Okay, and then we're going to go on the eyebrows. So right at the start of the eyebrow here, it's not up on the forehead, it's right there. 2 fingers, follow me round. There's something I dearly would love to create, or have, if that's appropriate to you, outside of the eye. And it isn't here yet. Under the eye. And there's a part of me that may be scared of having that thing. Under the nose. And I might not be sure why. And if you know why, you can say why. Chin. But I'd really like to be open to receiving it. Collarbones. And I'm being made aware that the first step is choosing it. Under the arm. I'd love to believe that my courageous dream was possible for me. Top of the head. I remind myself that I am connected to everything and everyone. Eyebrow, as well as every possible outcome I could possibly want. Outside of the eye. So if what I want wants me, under the eye, and the first step is choosing it, under the nose, then I'd love to release anything in the way of that choice. Just feel into what this is doing in your body, right? Just feel into any stomach, like butterflies, any clenching anywhere on your chin. I'd love to release the blocks stopping me choosing this outcome. Under the collarbones, I'd love to release the fear. Underneath the arm, the belief that I'm not capable. the head, the misinformation that I'm not worthy. Eyebrow. I'd like to tune in to the willingness to do whatever it takes. Outside of the eye. And I'd like to remind my human self under the eye that it is safe for me on my journey through life. Under the nose. To have whatever my heart desires. On the chin, let's repeat that. I am able, willing, worthy and safe. Collarbones. To have anything my heart desires. Under the arm, I am able, willing, worthy and safe. Top of the head, to have anything my heart desires. And then we're just going to finish on the third eye in the middle of the forehead. So be it, and so it is. Come to a stop when you're ready. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so just tune in now to your body and notice, think about that thing that you want but that you've felt wasn't here yet. And just notice if that feels a little easier. If that maybe feels like there's a little bit more space. If it feels a little bit more possible for you. What do you notice now? I would love to know in the comments. So we've done a little bit of a longer session today. Hooah! That's what you feel in your body. That is a really good sign. Because when you break, can you see how we're like taking the outcome of, I want this thing, but it's not here yet, to, okay, that means I haven't chosen or claimed it yet. Come back a bit further. Okay, that's because there's something stopping me. It's either it doesn't feel safe, I don't feel able, willing, worthy or safe of having it. Right? Or I don't feel like the kind of person who has that kind of thing. That's an identity piece. All of those reasons, and many more besides, I'm sure, are what stop manifestation in its tracks. Okay. And I'm not just talking about manifestation, I'm talking about things going right in your day, like your work day going right. Maybe there's a part of you that doesn't feel capable of doing the job that you're in fully. I'm not talking about anybody here, just pulling ideas out. Maybe you don't feel safe earning a lot of money. Maybe you don't feel worthy of having the partner of your dreams, right? And so we don't choose it. We keep it at arm's length. We sabotage. And it's not, sabotage is a really funny word because it doesn't necessarily mean that you're being horrible to yourself. This is all about self-protection. If you don't feel able, willing, worthy and safe of having what you want, you're just keeping it at arm's length because of those reasons, because then something bad might happen, something awful might happen. If you don't feel those things and you got it, you might fail at it. Somebody might take umbrage at it, might upset someone, somebody might leave you. You see where I'm going with this. So it feels often, it's just this, oh, I just need to choose it. Yeah, okay, but there's a lot that comes before that. And this is where we work with energy work, me particularly with tapping. This is where I work, right? It's the blocks beneath the blocks. It's nothing to do with it is, but only because the mindset is a symptom. You not having something is nothing to do with your mindset and everything to do with the blocks underneath that's causing the mindset. Mindset is just a symptom. If you enjoyed this today, please do feel free to either tag a friend here and introduce it to them, share it with somebody, tell them about it, whatever, because the more people we can get doing this stuff, the better the collective will feel and the more we'll all bring in the realities that we actually want, need and deserve. So with that, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a wonderful one. I hope it was useful for you. If you would love more of this, you can always come and join the Cocoon. We do this twice a week, but I actually use your words, not cards, your words, the things that are happening for you every Monday, every Friday, and a monthly masterclass as well. Just 33 quid a month. It's one of the next best things to working one-to-one with me at a fraction of the cost. If that's of interest to you, put Cocoon in the comments. I will whiz you the details. We can't wait to welcome you in. Other than that, I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.